on in. Mona, there is a short questions. Please try your best to answer the questions. This is what we are going to be studying. Guys, are you in the wrong special? Would you go sit down, please?
Go to the right special, Carl.
No, because he went to gym and then he somehow came over here.
This is your right special.
Mona,
I'm group 1.
please do these questions. Write your name on the top of it. Again, these are questions that we're going to be learning in our unit. Yes? All right. Excuse me, there should not be any chatting. Please answer the question. Please write your name at the top of the test. Do your best to answer the questions.
I wrote my name in cursive on the wall.
Okay. Mona, there should not be any talking. There should not be any, Samaya, we're doing a pre-assessment. Please do your best to answer the questions. There should not be any talking. All right, I'm gonna give you about 3 to 4 more minutes. Please just answer the question the best you can. This is material you have not studied yet. I am trying to find out what you do know about what we're going to be studying. All right? Now, does anyone need me to read the questions? Some people might, if you are new to our language, you might. Does anyone need me to do that? That's not the question I asked. I asked, is there anyone in here who needs me to read the questions? All right, good. All right, I'm going to collect it in about 2 minutes. Is it coming?
Yeah.
All right. Excuse me. All righty. Yes. Okay. Mona.
Come take your paper.
Mona.
It don't matter. Come take your paper.
All right, now. One more time. I asked you not to talk during this. All I need you to do is read the questions and do your best to answer them. Now, I'm going to give you a couple more minutes while I show a video clip to finish. All right. This is a movie that some of you might have seen and some of you might not have seen. I picked it for a particular reason. It has to do, I want you to look for some things while you're watching this. So the 6 of you who are facing the same, so you need to turn around so you can watch the video clip, please. Excuse me, there's 6 of you who are at the back, so please turn so you can watch this. It's only 3 minutes. Now, you might not have ever seen this movie. It's a Disney movie, but it's a Disney movie from a long time ago. What I want you to do is pay attention to the snippets of scenery that you see. All right, a couple times I will probably stop and say, look at this and pay attention to it, all right? So let us, it's not very good quality, I apologize, and I am going to turn out the light.
Sleeping Beauty. Sparkling with colorful spectacles, brimming with gay music and delightful new songs. filled with fascinating new Disney characters.
All right, so please look at the scenery now. Just pay, excuse me, I'm not asking for any comments. I'm asking you to look at the scenery. Right now, this is an example of the scenery. I want you to pay attention to it because we're gonna come back and talk about it a little bit later, all right?
You'll meet lovely Princess Briar Rose. Hot boy! You'll meet handsome Prince Philip and Samson, his noble steed. You'll meet the most delightful fairies who ever wafted a magic wand. Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather. You'll share the fun with King Stephen and King Hubert. And you'll see
All right, now pay attention to this scene too, please.
Maleficent work her wondrous witchcraft. Stand back, you fool!
Especially pay attention to that. All right, pay attention to this. We're gonna talk about it.
You fool! The fine art of animation becomes magnificent entertainment as Walt Disney brings one of the world's
Another
favorite
really
stories
good example that we'll talk about.
praise to the screen. It's filled with magical fun. It's spectacular in its beauty.
This one, whoop, we just missed it here. These clips go by fast. All right, this one.
And there's adventure to excite every emotion.
That's it. Pay attention to this. All right, this is really a good one to pay attention to.
No, it cannot be!
All right, I may or may not have picked that because it doesn't have to be my favorite Disney movie when I was young. All right, now, here's what I want to talk about. Mona. All right, think about what the artists, and there were a team of artists that worked on this. All of this had to be drawn out by hand. They didn't have computers back then, so everything in the movie was drawn by hand first. Think about what the artists had to do to create the feeling that the scenery was real, that it really looked like you were in the forest, that it really looked like you were in the castle. Think about the things the artist might have done, because that's what we're going to be studying over the next few weeks, all right? Those techniques, those ways of doing it, and so that's what I want you to be focused on. Now, I'm going to show you an example. I'm sorry, not everyone got the books passed out to them. Would you come get books for your table? Maya, would you come get books for your table? I'm sorry, I didn't get clear instructions. I get the book passes out to put two on every table, all right? If I ask you to pass out books when the entire group has not come yet, that means I want you to pass out books for all the tables, not just your own. Alrighty, please. Okay. Alrighty, let me tell you what page I want you to turn to in your book. Alright, we're starting this new unit, so I want you to turn to page 64. 64, please.
What's that if you
Alright, Mona. Mona. Is everyone on page 64, please? Please take one more minute to get there. 64. Alrighty, this is an example of a painting of an interior room in someone's house. Alright, please turn around and look at the little bit larger version on the screen. It's an artist by the name of Jan Verlier. He lived in the 17th century, and he used very specific techniques. I want you to pay attention to the tiles in the floor, alright? Please pay attention to the tiles in the floor and also the angle of the musical instrument that is being played. All right, we're going to talk more about that as we go on in our lesson. Now turn the page, and I want you to look at the two pictures on the next two pages and tell me what you notice that's alike about them. All right, could I have one person at a time, please? Voices, what do you notice? Okay. All right, Mona, I'm hearing some really good answers, but I'd like to hear them one at a time. All right? I would like to hear them one at a time. Thank you. All right? So, what do you notice about the two pictures? Yes, Isis.
That right here is like black and gray.
Yes?
And here it's rainbow, the other part is black.
They're reversed. They're reversed. So they're the same picture, but they are reversed. All right? Today our lesson topic is called positive and negative space. Positive and negative space. Now, before you start drawing, I want you, and I'm going to be telling you what you're going to be drawing, I want you to read a short passage about positive and negative space. I'm passing them out to your tables. Please read the short passage about positive and negative space. Close your books, please. I want you to read this short passage about positive and negative space. All right? Class, you do not have to answer the questions. I just want you to read the passage. All right? Please read the passage. Please read the passage. Please read the passage. Yes. Please read the passage. Pass it around and please read the passage. Meanwhile, write your name on the questions you answered at the beginning, and Samaya will just yeah. If you would close the books, please. Raise your hand if you finished the passage. Raise your hand if you have finished the passage. All right, I see that there's a table that hasn't read the passage because their hands are not raised. Would you please finish reading the passage? Thank you. Alrighty. Gentlemen at the middle table, you don't need to be chatting, you need to be reading the passage. You do not need to answer the questions, I just want you to read the short passage.
I am.
All right. Excuse me, if you did, that's fine. Alrighty. Alrighty, Mona. Eyes up here, please. Eyes up here, please. Notice that this is a drawing of a chair. Notice that what we normally consider positive space, that would be the chair itself, is white, and the space around the chair is dark, all right? That means the artist has reversed the space. I want you to try to draw today doing the same thing. Let me give you very specific instructions about it. Please close your book. We're done with the book. All right. Please close your books. We are done with the books. Thank you. Mona. All right. This is what's called a cornucopia or horn of plenty. They're a Halloween, Thanksgiving kind of decoration. Notice that it's not solid, all right? There's space between the lines, all right? So that's so that you can put flowers or fruit in it, you can see the flowers or fruit. What I want you to do is I'm going to hand out objects that are like this and that they're not solid. I want you to first draw it in pencil, not with a lot of detail, all right? Just very basic. You are going to be erasing the pencil when you get done, all right? But first you're going to draw it in pencil. Then I want you to take your black marking pen that's in your tray, and I want you to color, just like you did here, the negative, excuse me, could we not be doing that right now? Thank you. I want you to color the negative areas. So in other words, on your drawing, you're gonna color in the spaces between the metal bars, all right? It's not the metal bars themselves, the spaces between. Then, when it's done, you're going to erase the pencil, so you will have a black and white drawing. The white will actually be the lines of the cornucopia, and the black or the dark will be the background, all right? So, pencil first, and it does not have to be detailed. The outside shape, a few lines to indicate that it's see-through, and then start coloring the dark behind it, all right? So I'm gonna give this table the cornucopia. Alrighty, I'm gonna give this table. Now, on these two objects, you don't have to draw all the little tiny lines, all right? There's a lot of them. You can do them very, very quickly, and you don't have to do all of them. Just enough to show that this is an object that you can see through. So draw some of the lines. Same thing on this one, all right? So that's what you're going to draw on your paper with pencil, okay? You might want to flip it so everybody can see it this way. And I'm going to give your table all right? All right, so draw the outside shape of it. Draw some of these curly like leaf shapes on it, and then do the dark.
Who else wants to see the animal?
No, then put it on there, baby. That's what they're going to draw. It's not purse, it's actually just a bag, on a shopping bag, all right? This is your object here.
I was wanting to draw it from down.
Okay. You want to draw this cross out. All right. Yeah, but can you put it on the table so they can draw it? That's a great outline. So just notice that these are diagonal, just draw some diagonal lines and then cross them. Make it pretty simple. Okay. After you're done with the marker, you'll erase the pencil.
Where do we put this at?
All right, I'm going to show you just some examples from yesterday's class that might be helpful. This was an example of the cornucopia. All right. This was an example of the acorn. It's a little bit small, but you can still see it. Okay, so they drew it in pencil first, and then they erased the pencil. This was a pretty big example of the. Mona, could you focus on the project that you have? This is an example. This is the example of what they did yesterday. So see that after they drew the lines, then they just erase those and put them in the dark. This is an example of the cornucopia that's first time that I know about. This is an example of that one small little person that's down there. This is an example of the one that is over at Samaya's table. You finished?
Hey, what are you doing? What?
Class, remember, you should be drawing in pencil first, then do your dark spaces with marker, then erase your pencil.
Watch how easy this is. Hey, Ms. Rose, can we have another marker, please?
He didn't know I would do a problem because he was. He said, he put a zero. I said, what are you doing? And he said, that's zero and a 6.
Mona, now, if you draw your object in the middle of the page, or especially if it's small, you don't have to fill the entire page with the dark marker. You can just do around the edges of it, just to show the idea of it. Let me, so for example, in this cornucopia one, you don't have to do the whole page. You can just do around it a little bit. Okay? Yes. Yes. You're gonna color,
Don't make it sound like
this. Oh my God. Is what you're going to do. Oh my God.
personally, I wouldn't let my son take
So when your marker is along the whole shape.
So the way I do that makes it sound like
And then erase it. And the bell will be white. Right? The bell will not be these colored markers. The bell will be white. Only this part. Okay? Yep, and now you're ready, Patrick, at this point, you're ready to use your marker. And you're gonna color in what you didn't do in pencil.
Okay.
All right?
So the whole paper besides the pencil.
And do want to do this. Now what you're going to do. That's perfect. That looks good. All righty. And most of them want English or Spanish or both. There's not the big what teacher they would like. Their family might Spanish.
When you say Dutch,
You don't say Dutch in Dutch. You say neighbor. No, Drake, no! No, butter. Not the Dutch drop. I was swearing. Give me Spanish. No! Give me Dutch. You guys have Dutch? No. Come on, Spanish. Olive and Sprite. I live in Spain without the S. What the? Thank you.
All right, ready to
I've had it since I was born. Every time I get my hair I'm gonna say it's sticky now. What? God, Drake. Where's my name? Anybody else notice that when I Drake the man's charges up the water. Problem is, man goes harder. 5 cents in the swear jar. 10 cents. 15. 20.
Now, what I want you to do is
No, you guys.
all the way around.
Hey, stop getting Did y'all?
$5 in the swear jar.
Alrighty, we've got about 5 more minutes to draw. I have seen some really excellent examples. Now, one more thing to just enhance it. great idea.
$2 in the bad book jar for telling your mother what to do.
Bro, what, if you fart and you laugh, they don't know what you do. So don't do it.
Are you talking back? $5 for the swear jar. $6.
Alrighty.
7.
All right, Mona, some of you have come far enough along that you're ready for me to photograph your work and you. So I'm going to do that because I would like us to do our walk around. I'm going to explain that in just a minute, all right? So, but I'm going to come around and take individual photos.